Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Edgar Berlanga defeats Steve Rose last night. I believe it was a unanimous decision. I seen people say, well, Edgar Berlanga uh, got a draw, or Steve Rose might have won the fight, but he won a unanimous decision. They don't have the scorecards on BoxRec just yet, but it was boring. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, for him, that might be good for his development as a boxer. Okay, Bourne might have been good. He tried to stay patient and behind the jab. He jumped in a few times, trying to better Steve Rose, and Rose showed a lot of movement. He just was following Rose around the ring. But check out the fight reaction playlist for more videos like that. That's all he was doing, was following Rose around the ring, and he wouldn't step over. Now, sometimes people say, well, people don't know how to cut off the ring. Um, One day, me and Nate was watching Live Online Killer Challenge, got Live Killer podcast. Shout out to them. We was watching Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez live. And I was like, well, T.O. just keep following one step with the ring. He said he don't blame him because Lomachenko, if he stepped over, he could have ran into a Lomachenko shot. I forget what it was. So, maybe Berlanga didn't want to step over. That's what I'm thinking. Berlanga didn't want to step over and get hit with something that he ain't like. That had to be what it was. He didn't want to get hit with something that he ain't like. So Rose was showing a lot of really good movement. And he was I think Rose was trying to line up that one shot. It was like a looping hook. You know what I'm saying? But Berlanga was his defense or his offense was tight enough that most of the time he was getting there. He was clipping Berlanga, but Berlanga reflexes was real good. Berlanga kept trying to throw that little. They both kept trying to throw lead hooks. That's what it was. They both, and Rose would come wild with his hook, but Berlanga would be low enough and come with his short left hook. So it was a few times, especially early, when Rose was trying to throw that, he was trying to land that one shot. And I'm looking at Steve Rose box rec, and I think they said he's 37 years old. You know what I'm saying? And he only got 12 knockouts out of 21 fights. That's over 50%. And I don't really know what the plan was. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand what the plan was. Because he was trying to land that one big shot, he was trying to walk him, and then he was trying to drown Berlanga. But I'm guessing they thought they can stop Berlanga, but he the house fighter. They was gonna give him every opportunity to win the fight. So you can't come in versus the house fighter and just try to, the first few rounds you trying to throw. Hey, you trying to hit him with one shot, and you trying to walk him into trying to move him into a shot and walk him into a shot. Excuse me. And Berlanga was reacting with him. He was punching with him. When he threw that, when Rose tried to throw that wide, looping shot, it wasn't like Berlanga had his hand down and Berlanga was just standing there with his chin up. Berlanga was getting low and he was throwing his own hook. So anytime Berlanga got in there and try to get aggressive with Rose would throw this looping hook, and he would try to catch Berlanga around the guard, and Berlanga was gaining. Now, he did cut Berlanga. That was real early in the fight. He cut Berlanga around his eye. I think he cut him with that. Well, yes, I think he cut him with that lead right hand. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, however he said, he was catching with that right hook, and he caught Berlanga, but Berlanga was punching with him, so he never really had the impact to hurt Berlanga because he was just looking with it. I think had he threw that looping shot and had a left hand behind it and came back, maybe he caught Berlanga. But had he opened up, he probably would have got stopped, bro. He probably would have got stopped. And Berlanga tried to be a lot more patient last night. It was a lot more boring fight than we used to seeing. He tried to be a lot more patient, but um, he just refused to cut the ring off. Like I said, that might not have been because he didn't know how to. It might have been because he didn't want to take a chance of getting caught. Because when he started stepping over, that probably would have lined him up for that right hook. You know what I'm saying? Had he started kept stepping that way. That's why he kind of was like whatever Rose was throwing, it was the right hook. He kind of was like staying right here, but had he stepped over to Berlanga's right, you know, Berlanga could have really got that, could have really, you know, probably threw more shots, but he would have been walking right into a left hand, maybe a hook, whatever. But maybe he don't know how to cut the ring off. Maybe Rose punched harder than we thought he did. But last night, man, I think he should start thinking about. I know I don't have nothing against the kid, like some people do. I think he should start looking at a second career, bro. Cause I don't see him. I don't see him being. I mean, even at this point, at least when you see Ryan Garcia, you see the flashes of his ability. You know what I'm saying? At least you see Ryan Garcia flash hand speed, a good hook. He got talent. Ryan Garcia can fight and he can box a little bit, and that's going. The more he keep going, he gonna polish with Berlanga. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? He got good hand speed. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he need an intervention about his style. I think he should be on his toes some more. I think they got him jabbing more. It look like, but he throwing a jab at the same speed, and it's a power jab. You know what I'm saying? He like a powerful pitcher, like I said, a powerhouse, big arm pitcher that just rely on his arm and don't know how to change their speeds until he forced to change their speed. And usually that come by injury. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he don't know how to change. He don't like. He should be popping that jab. They should be having him on his toes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He don't necessarily have to really be slick up top to be effective. It's more of an Earl Spence, Derrick James principle of boxing, where you move your feet to get your head off the line. That's it. He need to be on his toes. He need to be kind of fighting with the rhythms a little bit, not a lot. He need to be pumping the jab, mixing in the power jab. You know what I'm saying? On his toes, just popping the jab. They should be working on just pistol like jabs, pop, pop, pop. He know how to throw a power jab, but his power jab is not a real power jab. He throw it hard, but he need to go work with Golovkin or Mikey Garcia, because when he throws the jab, and it's a good jab. To be honest, it's a really good jab. But it can be more. He can be more effective with his jab. Maybe go see Paulo Malignaggi, because he can really step into that power jab a lot more, and then come back and set up the left hand or the right hand, whatever. He can throw a power jab a lot. He can throw a power jab, and when he punching, you could tell. Even Steve Rose was squaring up last night when he punching. Look how he punching, but look how come on, look how more committed he is to the punch. You don't have to commit to every punch. You change the speeds of your shots. That way, when you throw a jab, you come back with a right hand. You don't have to throw everything into that right hand. You can make him feel comfortable. You can throw that right hand. In this position, he throwing a hard right, right? By the time he reset, bring his hand, hold the phone, come back, Rose gonna tie him up, or he gonna make that left. He gonna see that left hand. You know what I'm saying? You throw that left hand to the body. You know what I'm saying? And you just touch him, and you come back with the left hook and touch him. Guess what? You better come back with the right hand. He don't know how to change the speed of his shots. Everything is. Even last night, he looked a lot more patient with everything. He trying to throw everything into it. Every shot ain't meant to have everything into it. Every shot and that ain't meant to be. So my thing for him, bro, is he need to be working on his rhythm, a little bit of rhythm, a little bounce on his toes. And he still ain't learning. Everything can't be done in one camp. He still ain't learning to change the speed of shots. You don't have to throw everything into every shot, because you can't knock out everybody one shot. It's gonna be 2, 3, 4 shots. And then again, and and he need to get it. He need to really perfect the jab, bro. He got a nice little jab. It's like a little, it's like a little shotgun jab, but it's really it could be a lot better. He can really step into that power jab, and then he can really learn to like pop it like a pistol. But I mean, like I said before, they got a lot of work to do. He had multiple voices in his corner yesterday, and that might be a problem. K. Karoma's a head coach in his own right. Uh, Andre Rozier is one of the best out there in his own right. Both of them, right, really great trainers. Him and K. Roma. And then you turn around and you got Mickey Bay help you, who's becoming one of the better trainers around, one of the rising stars. It just, like I said before, it's not going to change in one camp, but it's a lot of work to be done here. It's a lot of work to be done here for this kid, man. And I'm not sure he ever gonna make it to the top. It's not a thick division name wise, but you got some really good fighters in that division. Zach Parker, Fedor Shuvanov, Jesse Hart still rolling around. Danny Jacobs still out there. I mean, it's solid. Caleb Plant, just this ability. Joe Saunders still ranked. So, like I said, this dude had a split decision with Desmond Nicholson. Talking about Steve Rose. I know Berlanga beat him and dropped him. He's the first guy to take Berlanga the distance, but this dude had a split decision with him. So, like I said, Berlanga need to work on being on his toes. You know what I'm saying? You know, moving his upper body, moving his legs. He need to learn just pop his jab, throw a real power jab, and take some punches off to set up shots. But he seemed real humble, but he ain't got it, bro. He ain't. I don't think he got it. I hate to say that about the kid. I think take his money, man. Go back to school. That's what he should do. No disrespect though. I just think it's too much work to be done in a division where it's not the greatest division, but I don't see him having enough speed. I don't see him having enough power. I don't see him having enough feet. I don't see him having enough IQ to get by. Just to get by. Just to get a world title and keep fighting bums and packing up MSG and then cashing out versus fight. I just don't see him having that amount of he got talent. You know what I'm saying? Obviously the power, the speed, you know what I'm saying? But just the essentials, bro. He should be right back in the gym Monday, no vacation. Right back in the gym working on power jab, working on a piston like jab, working on getting on his toes, working up how to set up shots, how to use his power, how to make people comfortable and touch them, then mix in the big shots. But, like I said before, this was a 40-year-old guy he went in there with. So the last time Steve Rose fought, I believe he fought Christopher Booker. So he fought in December, so he was pretty active. So, and Berlanga was coming off a bicep injury, but last time he fought was October 9. So, like I said before, they both was fairly active. But hey, check out the Fight Reaction playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance notifications to go live and drop a video. Hit the link in the description. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media links, description. Hit in the link tree description. Hit the link tree that be there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think, comments.